Can I record? Can Mama record? Can I record? When am I gonna record? Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, there is a new background. So I finally moved. I have finally moved. If you hear echo, it's because this house is bigger and it's very empty. I barely have anything in this house because, as I said, it's a new house. So I finally moved out from my old house, and I will be making this video to tell you guys basically about my old house, the area that I lived in, if I recommend it, if I don't recommend it. And as you guys may know, I have never posted an apartment tour about my last house, and there are very many reasons why. So I basically lived in a one room apartment, and it was basically like a one room apartment is it's your bedroom and your kitchen together, and then you have a separate bathroom. I feel so bad because that fridge is disgusting. The fridge is really dirty. Just call it. Say hi, Colin. Yeah, this is the place I lived in. My tiny kitchen. Anyways. Looks like that. And that's where I lived. It was a lot small. It was very small, actually. It was very tiny, and that's why I ended up moving. So previously I lived in a one-room apartment. As I had told you guys before, the deposit was $5 million, which is around like $4,000 and something dollars. I had actually written $6 million, which I realized was completely wrong. So it's around $400 and something dollars for the deposit for this place, and the rent I was paying $620 per month. And then the utilities plus utilities, so I was maybe paying like $660 per month. So I lived in a place called Sillim in Korea, Seoul. It's on the Green Line, which is line number 2. It's the most popular line. Sillim in general is not known to be a good area. It's very shabby, it's very dirty, it's very loud. So for the area, I was paying a lot of money. Like, I remember I would tell my I remember I would tell my friends, yeah, I live in Sillim, and then they would be like, what's your rent? And I'll be like, $620, and they're like, for Sillim? Like, who's paying $620 in Sillim? So for the area I was living in, it was very expensive, and that's why I said before in my previous video, it was very expensive. The building was also a new building. I think I should mention that. The building was built 2 years before it was built a year before I moved in, so it was a very new building. No problems with water, no problems with gas, no bugs or anything. So it was also expensive because of how new it was. There was CCTV 24/7 on my floor and every single floor, by the door, by the mailboxes. There was CCTV all over this building, so it was very secure. And this was the outside. It was a really nice apartment. There's trash there. Also, again, why the price was so high, but still for Sillim it was very, very expensive. It was very expensive for Sillim. Anyways, why I say I moved out of the ghetto is because Sillim is just not known to be a good area, and I will second that. As somebody who's actually lived there, I would never recommend anybody to live in Sillim. There's a lot of, all my stalker stories tend to be from actually Sillim. I've been followed home a lot. I've been harassed a lot. The last straw for me to move out of this place was when this old man tried to literally grab me and pull me towards him. That's maybe a story time or not, I don't know, but that was the last straw. I was like, I'm moving out of this place. I can't do this anymore. These people literally are disrespectful, and no. The pros for this place was, as I said, it was very safe. There was CCTV 24/7 in my building. It was near the subway. It was 2-minute walking distance from exit 6 in Sillim, and it was near a lot of restaurants. I had some samgyeopsal tips everywhere. There was just a lot of restaurants around my house, so that was convenient in the sense of if I was ever hungry any time of night, I knew there was food around. And it was, oh wow, that's it. There was only 3 positive things I can there's honestly not a lot of things I can say good about living in Sillim. So I'll tell you guys the cons of living there. By the way, these are just my opinions. This is what I feel. This is how I felt living here. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people who live in Sillim who love it, but just for me, it was not for me. Especially as a female who's living by herself, it was terrible. The first con, it was loud. It was near a lot of bars and restaurants, so it was 24/7. It was just loud. I could never sleep with the window open. It was super loud all the time. Number two, it's dirty. Sillim is disgusting. Like, you could see rats running around at night. It's just terribly disgusting. The sewage smells. Like, luckily my building was new, so like that smell never came up in like the sewage to my bathroom, so my apartment was fine. But I remember like old apartments, when I was like first viewing houses, because I was trying to move into a house near there, a lot, actually not even a lot, all the houses that were old smelled like sewage, and that's why I opted for a new house. A lot of scummy people, especially the men. A lot of the men who lived there were just scummy, just very disrespectful, just gross, like ugh. Anyways, there were many bars, especially what they called hunting bars. This is where men and women go to meet and like, you know, kind of like, you can meet your girlfriend or your boyfriend there, or you can just meet a one-night stand, just hang out, just stuff like that. There are a lot of hunting bars. If you put all these things together, it's just not the ideal place for a girl who's living alone to live, just because it's just gross. As I said, I would not advise you to live there alone if you're a girl. Maybe if you live with like a roommate, especially if it's like a guy or like your boyfriend or your husband, you can live there because you'll be fine, because, you know, maybe you have the second layer of protection from your man or whatever. I would personally not advise you to live there if you're a girl, especially if you are a foreigner. I wouldn't advise you to live in Sillim, but I do have to say a lot of foreigners do live in Sillim, especially because Sillim is cheap. It's really cheap. You can honestly find rent for even 200 if you want to. Like, if you're really pressed on money, it's like your ideal place, because you're pressed on money. Like, for me, I'm not pressed on money, so I can't say I would want to live there again, because I would never go back there, like absolutely not. But if you're pressed on money, Sillim is a great place to live because it's cheap. If you are a student, a lot of students live there because, again, it's cheap, so you could live there if you're a student. And if you just don't care about the area you live in and you like being around bars and restaurants and like kind of like a party scene. But I moved to a new area. It's way more expensive than when I was paying in Sillim. But the way I would describe the difference between this place, I live in Sochogu right now. I'm not gonna say exactly where I live, absolutely not. I would never. The only reason I'm telling you guys I lived in Sillim is because I moved out. But I live in Sochogu, which is known to be a very good area. Sillim is in Kwanaku. Kwanaku is known to be garbage, but makes sense. But I live in Sochogu right now, and the way I would describe this place and Sillim is, when I lived in Sillim, if I was ever woken up before I was supposed to wake up, it was because a drunk person was throwing up outside my bathroom, or somebody was hawking a loogie outside my bathroom, or the restaurants were too loud. Here, if I wake up, it's because a baby is crying, or because somebody's laughing too hard, or because like it's more family where I live. Like, a lot of families live where I live. I also live very close to a, too much detail, too much. So I love the area that I'm in so far. I like the house that I love the house that I'm in right now. It's a lot bigger. Mia runs around back and forth, you know, a little crackhead runs. I'll show you guys the house that I live in when I do the interior design and all of this. Like, I can finally do interior design because I have space to actually put stuff in my house. I'll be doing small videos of decorating. Like, I'm soon gonna be organizing my pantry and my fridge, so I'll like record some of that. So if you guys are interested in me giving you guys tips and ways to find housing in Korea, tell me and I'll make a video on how I found my place and how I would suggest you guys find your place, because there are a lot of scams out there. So yeah, I can make a video on how to find housing in Korea. I will, as I said, be making little snippets of my house. Yeah, if you guys want those type of like housing videos, tell me. Also comment down below. Bye to this place. Goodbye place.
You ain't sure.
I will. I have no idea how much I hated this place, bro.
She's leaving the ghetto.
I am leaving the ghetto. It's time to go. Anyways, guys, that is the video that I wanted to make. I finally moved out of the ghetto. Like, everybody literally calls Sillim the ghetto. But anyways guys, that is all I had to say today. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Remember, if you have any questions on housing, comment down below, so when I make my how to find housing in Korea video, I can answer those questions there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Also click the bell down below so you can get notifications for when I post. Notification gang, what's up? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye guys. Bye guys.